Turkey and Greece are both titans of the travel world, and both are home to some amazing and different things. We're here today to decide where should be your next travel destination out of these two Mediterranean behemoths. We've got 5 different categories, and we're going to take it in turns, going through each one, trying to put forward why we think our chosen country is the place that you should choose for your next travels.
Categories we've chosen to do for is food and drink, scenery, excursions, transport, cost, and then we're going to finish it off just with an overall view of the whole holiday. Anything we've missed,
A bonus point, if you'd like.
so to speak.
I think we're going to start off with food because for most people that is one of the most important aspects of their travels. So my chosen country for this epic battle of two titans is Greece. And Greek cuisine dates back thousands of years and it has clear Mediterranean influences. And there are some amazing dishes which really stand out and make Greece one of the most unique culinary destinations. Obviously, one of the nicest things that I think every Brit will understand if they've been over to Greece is getting a gyros, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. Greek people in the comments, let me know. But it's near and dear to every Brit's heart, being very similar to what they'd get on a night out after a bit of a boozer. Yeah,
Posh kebab.
a posh kebab, if you would like. Obviously, Greece is home to some other staples that you'd find, such as feta cheese, olives, and olive oil is a massive part of their dishes. Really rich in fish, meats. There's a wide range of dishes for everyone, whether you're a meat eater, whether you're a vegetarian. There's something really for everyone to enjoy. One other thing that stands out, drinks wise as well, is the wide range of wines that they have over there as well. Greece is one of the biggest countries for growing and exporting grapes. So it's no surprise that it's home to some of the nicest wines that you'll find around Europe as well.
I found with the food in Turkey, the first one for me is a meze. For those who don't know, a meze is basically constant food coming to your table all evening, and it starts off with loads of salads. You get loads of warm breads with tzatziki's and dips and that, which you go in with again with olives, and then they come throughout the evening, and then they're constantly bringing in different meats. Anything from pork chops, spicy sausages, lamb chops,
All sorts.
chicken kebabs. So it's quite an endless, but the whole experience of a meze is fantastic. For any of you which have had one before, you'll know exactly what I'm on about, and they are very, very reasonably priced as well. Very nice. Another food which I like is baklava, which is a really, really nice dessert. It's one of your favourite desserts as well. I said dessert, it's more of a cake. I actually don't even know what it actually is.
Baklava is basically thin pieces of puff pastry with pistachio filling, and then the whole dessert is in general soaked in a syrup of some sort. It's like a pastry more than anything.
I just know it's nice.
Yeah.
So, and obviously another thing which it's famous for is its Turkish delight. Now, I'm not generally a massive lover of Turkish delight. However, when I'm out there, you go onto the markets, it smells incredible, and they are absolutely lovely. Flavours you'd never imagine, and they're beautiful.
We given the point to for food. I think on this basis, like with Greece and Turkey, obviously there are going to be similarities in the countries where they are so close geographically. They've both got very Mediterranean influences. But I think merely on the basis that you can actually pick up a meze over in Turkey and it is so reasonably priced, I'd probably be happy to concede the point.
It's got to be in it. I mean, that's my favourite meal.
I went to Turkey quite recently, and yeah, the mezes over there are unreal. So I'm happy to concede this point over to Turkey, and let you have this one.
Moving on to scenery.
I think Greece for me, where it is such a diverse country and such a diverse landscape, it has so much to offer as far as scenery goes. So Greece is most famously known for its amazing beaches, but also its unique architecture as well, with the white buildings of Santorini. Then you've also got the incredible beaches, such as one of the most famous beaches, which is Banana Beach in Zante. You would have probably seen photos of it with the massive cliffs overlooking the beach. It's not for your faint-hearted, but it's definitely something which is not really something you get many other places. Coming back to the architecture, In places like Santorini, got the really famous white buildings with some really floral patterns as well, which I think maybe all bar Cyprus is probably very unique to Greece. So I definitely put Greece up there as one of the most beautiful and diverse landscapes.
Yeah, I mean, tying in, moving on to the Turkey side. Again, it's going to be very similar. There will be a lot of similarities between Turkey and Greece because of the nature of where they are and how developed they are. And for me, I think with Turkey, it depends where you are because you've got such a widespread. And if you're going into somewhere like Istanbul's, and you can see the views of some of the temples, and that are the views are absolutely fantastic, especially from a height or from a distance. It looks amazing. Then you've also, again, you've got all the beaches, which everyone loves the coastline, everyone loves the beach. Again, around Marmaris, you've got mountainous areas,
Yeah.
which was where you was down that sort of side, weren't you?
Yeah.
So which the views which I've seen from his pictures were absolutely stunning.
I think as far as scenery goes, I think just because of how pristine the beaches are over there, and again how just unique the architecture is, I'd probably want to give this one to Greece.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy to concede that one to you. I've never actually been to Greece. I've done Turkey.
Well, we went a long time ago.
Yeah, Corfu.
All right, so we're 1-1 currently going into round number 3, which is excursions. Greece in general is home to many different types of excursions. Similar to its scenery, it's got a wide variety of things to do when you're over there. So Athens is home to many different historical locations for any history lovers and anyone that wants to go see the true cultural sides of the country. And one of the best examples of these trips would be going up into the mountains in Delphi and seeing all of the ruins and taking a guided tour up there. Greece is also extremely famous for its nightlife. So for a much different audience and your maybe younger audience, you're going to have different places running bar crawls, different cities running guided parties, and the general nightlife out there is pretty unmatched as far as Europe goes because there's so many different destinations.
You win.
So many different destinations that are running so much to do with their nightlife every year. I mean, very similar to a lot of the Mediterranean countries, it's famous for its water sports, and your snorkeling and your scuba diving out there is going to be really, really good as well. And I think what gives it that edge is the fact that it is just host to so many different islands. So you too tend to find that there are a lot of different pools and like beaches and lagoons, which you wouldn't necessarily find as much with a mainland country.
So moving on for Turkey, all your excursions with your scuba diving, your parasailing, your banana boats, all your water sports, they're all going to be readily available anywhere near any sea, which generally most people who go to Turkey will venture around the seas as well. Probably the next biggest thing for Turkey would be Temple of Artemis, which is one of the original 7 wonders of the world. Which, if you're into that sort of thing, is absolutely stunning. I've been to Turkey. It's not my sort of bag. I haven't done it, but I know a lot of people who have. A lot of people who are into that sort of thing. They absolutely love it, and they think it's absolutely stunning. Again, it's one of those must-sees, really. And I think if I go again, I will actually go and see it just to say that I've seen it. One of the other ones was the pools of Pamukkale, which are like they're natural pools, but with like a white rock. So they look chalk, yeah. They look absolutely amazing.
I think, as far as excursions go, again picking at holes really. I think mainly on the basis you've got the chalk pools, and you do have one of the sort of original 7 natural wonders of the world. I'd probably be happy to concede this one to Turkey as well. We're going to pop onto transport next, and this is just in general how easy it is to get around the country, and how easy it is to see all of the amazing things the country has to offer. Unless you're staying in one designated place in Greece, this is probably one of its downfalls. Greece in general, it's home to thousands of different islands, so you will tend to find that getting around different places will cost you a bit of money. Your only sort of real ways of transport is boats or flying from different islands, which is going to set you back quite a lot. Again, I've heard that taxis are extremely expensive over there as well, which is another downfall. Sort of your best bet if you are going over there is to rent a car on each particular island and just explore on your own from there.
Cool. Well, going on for me. I looked at more the taxi side of it, and I did find that taxis were very cheap. However, if you're in one of your bigger towns or bigger cities like Istanbul, they will quite happily rip you off. So you need to be very careful. The one thing they do is they run on a meter as well. And if you're in the middle of Istanbul, you can get stuck in traffic, so which will also rack your bill up. So that's just something to bear in mind if you do want to get taxis and run on a meters, which is a better way to do it, to be honest, running on a meter. Be aware that you may get stuck in traffic. So I mean that was other than that, I did find that the taxis were really cheap.
Yeah, we found it was very cheap when we went out there. Taxis to and from our hotel to the cities to Marmaris was extremely affordable, and I think really on the basis that even if you wanted to rent a car over in Turkey, you could do that, and then you could go and explore every single place with just the one rental vehicle. I think I'm gonna have to give this one to Turkey as well. I've only got a couple of things to a couple of different categories to make up the deficit. We're going to now move on to cost. And I mean, cost in general is a massive factor for anyone that is going to be traveling, because we all travel on different budgets. So it's extremely important to know you're going somewhere where you're going to be able to afford to do all the things that you enjoy. Greece is very inexpensive compared to other European countries. I think in general, the whole world has seen a massive price increase over the last few years. I definitely found that with visiting Turkey recently. Accommodation in Greece, if you want to stay at sort of a lower end hotel, will only set you back £10 to £20 a night. Obviously, you can push that up if you wanted to stay in a more luxury, maybe all-inclusive resort, but there is the budget options there available if you want to take them. In general, for food and drink, you're looking at around sort of £20 to £70 per day, depending on how luxury you want to go. If you want to go and have a really expensive sort of 3-course meal at a really nice restaurant, it's going to set you back £40 to £50 per person. Whereas if you're happy with street food or a gyros, that's only going to set you back £5. In general, Greece is very inexpensive compared to other European countries.
Well, in fairness, pretty much I'll go with exactly what you just said for exactly the same thing.
I think it's hard to split the two on here, so I'm happy to call this one a draw.
Yeah, I'll call this one draws. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think for this one, because you're 2 points ahead at this point.
Yeah.
Are we going to say double points for our bonus point?
Well, I'm quite confident, so yeah, I'll give you double points.
Yeah. So I think one thing that you'll find in Greece, which is going to be unique to any other country that you'll visit, is the fact that there are so many different trips that you can do based on the Greek mythology. And that's something that you're not going to be able to do anywhere else. It's unique to Greece, and Greek mythology is something that, especially if you're into sort of the cultural side of a country, is going to be unmatched. So there's so many different trips that you can do from Athens and some of the other islands, where you can go and experience some real, true trips relating to the Greek mythology. It's definitely something which is so unique to Greece, which I think sets it apart to a lot of other countries that are maybe similar to it.
So for me overall, I found that people in Turkey are very, very friendly. You know what I mean? To the point they can be over friendly. The beaches are very good, and with that you've got beaches literally. You've got beaches off the Aegean Sea, off the Mediterranean, and off the Black Sea, which is obviously a big plus point, because then you've got three different seas which are surrounding the country. I do seriously think that Turkey does offer a hell of a lot for a wide, varied range of people.
I think one thing I would say about the overall you put forward, I think a lot of it ate into a lot of the previous points.
Yeah, of course it does.
So I don't know what you think. I think I may have got that one.
I don't think you got 2 points worth there.
I don't know. I think what we're going to do for this, Turkey is at the moment 2 points ahead with 2 points to give out. So I think what we'll do, we'll leave it to the comments to decide who has won that last bonus point. So what I want you to do, if you think Turkey has won, I want you to leave a like, and if you think Greece has won, leave a comment letting me know that you think Greece should have won this video. And yeah, in the next video we will let you know who has won the Greece versus Turkey debate. I think in general though, both countries have so much to offer. They're both unique in their own aspect, whilst offering a lot of the same comforts and luxuries which you might not get some other places in Europe. What I'd say as well, make sure you do leave a like and subscribe on the video, because we do have a lot more coming up, including some extremely exciting,
really good ones coming up.
Including some extremely exciting stuff coming up in the next few months. So make sure you do stick around so you can.
I'm excited to see where that one goes.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have more on that coming in a few later videos. But until then, thank you for watching, and leave a comment below letting us know what videos you want us to do next. And yeah, apart from that, thank you and peace.
See you later.